This is a new memorial to the people who died at the massacre in 1919. And over here, we're going to the original massacre site. Alright, so this was the only entrance and exit, which is a narrow lane, where the army came in 1919. This is John, my guide, who actually worked with Anthony Bourdain when he came here a few years ago.
So you can see that point, the pyramid over there?
Yes.
That was the point. One side on English, that's in the language it's written, they were fired at from here.
From here.
So that pyramid is a point.
That's where the British soldiers fired the 5,000 Indians.
Yeah, but 379 people died on the spot. Some of them died jumping into the well, and they were badly injured. More than 1,500 casualties were there. Okay, so here are we in a Jallianwala Bagh. A bagh. Bagh means a garden. Actually, the garden where we had a bad history in the past done by one of the British generals in the year 1919, and the story that I'm going to tell you. So if we go in the history, the Brits ruled over 300 years on India. So while they were ruling, in the starting of 20th century, they introduced some tough laws and punishments. So two of the crucial laws in the starting of 20th century, especially by which actually the uprising and this reaction started and people burst against the British. So one was the Rowlatt law, the law against gathering, because the British were insecure regarding the gatherings going on, so they passed a law named as Rowlatt law, the law against gathering. And another law was the martial law, in which they used to punish them very harshly. And the punishments those days were like really tough, like humiliating the personalities, flogging punishments, whipping them with the hunters on the public booths, with clothes, without clothes. Crawling enforcement was there. They used to make them crawl on their stomach and cross the certain streets. So as these punishments were going on, people were really upset. So they decided to come and gather over here in a big garden. So garden being treated as a public garden those days, but being just because of those laws, no public was allowed to gather. So they decided to come and gather on 13th of April, a harvest festival day, a new year for the farmers, when everyone have a day off, come to the Golden Temple being close by. They come from the Thanksgiving, and on that day they came and decided to gather over here to convey a peaceful message to the British officials, because the British building is quite nearby, hardly 200 meters from here. Amount of 5,000 people were approximately gathering, and they were expecting more people to gather. Before the gathering could go more, information was given to the British building, where General Dyer was sitting with some of his seniors, like Michael Dyer, being a Lieutenant Governor of Punjab. So being consulted and being authorized by Michael Dyer, gave authority, go ahead, being a general, go ahead, take your decision, whatever you feel good. Not a wise decision was taken by General Dyer at all. So got his 150 soldiers, and there was a narrow lane, the only way in and out. Came with 150 soldiers, and don't forget, and General Dyer tried to bring a cannon also to do the mass killing, but the lane was so very narrow that he couldn't bring his cannon inside. So entering with his 150 soldiers and lining up over there, without any single warning, opened fire on the crowd. So big damage was done. As a result, on the spot, 379 people died. So hundreds of casualties were there, over 1,500 casualties were there. And to show you certain points, like a Martyrs Well, where 120 people as well died. It was an open well in the past. So 120 people, as the people were being open fired, people tried to save their life, but they couldn't save their life because they started jumping onto each other. So some drowned, some crushed. So just because of the suffocating atmosphere in the well. So 120 dead bodies were taken out of that well. So more further on the corner we go, after the Martyrs Well, there are bullet marks on the wall. So in those days we were not having automatic machine guns. Otherwise, with a certain psychology, he came over here, nobody would have survived. So more further, we go right in the center. In 1951, this garden, 4 years later after independence, was declared as a memorial garden, and we have a big memorial in the shape of flame. A martyrs to the memorial, people who died, 379 people, dead bodies. Just because a tribute was given, and this garden was turned into a public memorial gardens. Just because of this garden, we got independence, because after this, even Mahatma Gandhi, all the way from South Africa, came all the way, as he knew that innocent people were shot. He came over here to have a protest against the British. A peaceful protest was held, and very well supported by the locals. And second visit, he was not allowed to enter Punjab. He was banned to enter Punjab by the British. So Mahatma Gandhi started his revolution in Delhi. As a result, we got independence in 1947, and that was a time the British knew that now it's time to wrap our stuff and go back to our own country.
And then the shooting started where we were before, which is down there.
Yeah.
And as you said, the people would run away and the British soldiers would follow them and just kind of mow them down. Yeah.
So this is the well, Martyrs Well, which has been covered. It was open well in the past.
Oh, this is where they jumped in.
Yeah. So you can see the depth of the well from the window. So you can read this point.
So this was the well that people jumped into to their death. So this bush is supposed to be a soldier aiming at their target. Yeah, this one's much clearer.
Jallianwala Bagh है, तो उन्होंने कार का नंबर है Yeah, a memorial to the martyrs.
Okay.
We actually say it as a flaming bullet because it's in the shape of flame. The bullet is on the flames. Flames on the bullet, sorry.
All right, so here we see some more bullet marks. So the British Army, they were firing from where? All the way over there?
No.
But they must have come closer, right?
From that side, and open firing was done, and as public ran towards the wall,
They followed them.
They followed them.
Ah.
Yeah.
So here's some more bullet marks. So today it's nice and quiet, but it's, you know, you try to picture what happened, and it's difficult to imagine.
The Martyrs Gallery. Photos of some local freedom fighter, and that's a guy, Udham Singh, who went for the massacre. And that's a photo before going to London. He changed his look too. He looked like with a beard, proper beard person with a turban. And the story written how he took revenge. This is